The sky over Windy Hill glowed with the peculiar pearl gray of late winter. The air sparkled with an invisible cold, and the world slept under a gentle coat of white frost. Inside the familiar house on Top Meadow Lane, a warm aroma of cinnamon tea drifted through the halls. Peppa and George, both grown now, lounged in the sunlit kitchen, their mugs steaming in their hands. They wore thick, mockingly bright sweaters, Peppa's with cheerful snowflakes, and George's a deep blue with a single rather proud white dinosaur. Mummy Pig bustled about, humming contentedly as she arranged a tray of ginger biscuits. The only one missing was Daddy Pig. He had slipped out just after breakfast, muttering something about surprises, the weather, and the right sort of snow boots. He'd appeared in his oversized green parka and woolly hat, carrying 2 mysterious leather sacks over his shoulder. The 3 left behind had exchanged amused glances. Daddy Pig's surprises were notorious, sometimes ingenious, sometimes hilariously disastrous, but always unforgettable. Just as Peppa drew a doodle in the condensation on the window, the garden gate squeaked open. George pressed his nose to the frosty glass. Sure enough, there came Daddy Pig, cheeks rosy, eyes twinkling with excitement. Peppa grinned. "Looks like Daddy Pig has found winter's treasure this morning," she said. The door swung wide. Daddy Pig stomped the snow off his boots and set the mysterious bags by the radiator. "I hope you 3 haven't made any plans for this morning," he declared. Mummy Pig raised an eyebrow. "Should we be worried, dear?" Daddy Pig only winked. "Not at all. I have an icy surprise for everyone." But first, he swept his hat off with a little bow. Tea. They all settled at the table, curiosity simmering. Peppa, never one for waiting, nudged the sacks with her foot. "Is it in there then? Our chilly surprise?" "Patience!" Daddy Pig protested, but his facade broke. All right. He opened the first sack, revealing a gleaming collection of vintage ice skates, some with leather worn soft by decades, others new and bright. A wrinkled instruction manual, possibly from the 1970s, fluttered to the floor. George laughed aloud. "Did you raid the attic or the antique shop?" "A bit of both," Daddy Pig replied, chest swelling with pride. "I thought it was time for a Windy Hill ice skating festival, just like we had when we were young." Mummy Pig smiled, remembering. "I haven't skated in years." "There's more," Daddy Pig said, gesturing to the second sack. Peppa opened it to find thermos flasks nestled among colorful scarves and mittens, along with a bundle of small cards. "Ice tickets," they read, in Daddy Pig's careful handwriting. He smiled sheepishly. "A proper winter outing needs tickets and treats, doesn't it? Thermos cocoa for after, of course." The 4 of them bundled up and followed Daddy Pig's excited footsteps to the meadow at the edge of the village, where a windy pond shimmered under its icy crust. Years ago, the whole community would skate here, their voices echoing off the bare trees. It had been years since a frost firm enough had come for skating, but Daddy Pig had checked the weather carefully and even rung the village warden, just to be sure. The pond was a silent world, reflecting a pale blue sky. As Daddy Pig produced a splendid red shovel to clear off the powder, Peppa unfurled the ice tickets and presented them with grand ceremony to each family member. George bent down and gingerly pulled on the skates. "How do you remember to do this?" He laughed, fumbling with the ancient leather straps. Peppa helped him with the buckles. "It's like riding a bicycle, isn't it? All wobbly at first, then your body remembers." Daddy Pig's efforts had cleared a sizable ring on the ice. He stepped back, hands on his hips, then took 2 confident strides and glided on. His form wasn't quite elegant, but his laughter was infectious. Mummy Pig joined first, cautious and graceful, her eyes shining with remembered youth. Peppa and George, less practiced, clutched the edge and each other, shrieking with joy at every slip and near tumble. For a moment, surrounded by snowy silence, it felt like the whole world had become their own private winter stage. As they circled the rink, Peppa's laughter rang out. "Daddy Pig, when did you become such a secret skating master?" Daddy Pig, gliding in enthusiastic circles, puffed up his chest. Ah, it's a talent from my mysterious youth. I may have won a ribbon at the school winter games many, many years ago, of course. George, emboldened, let go of the edge and promptly spun in a slow, careful figure 8. The others cheered. After what felt like hours, Daddy Pig called a break. He laid a tartan blanket on a dry spot and poured cocoa from the thermoses. Peppa held her cup close, gazing over the glinting expanse. I'd forgotten how magical the world looks from the middle of the pond like this, she said. They sipped their cocoa in the kind of shared silence that comes from old happiness. Snow began to fall gently, flakes sticking to their eyelashes, as if nature herself was applauding their little adventure. Then Daddy Pig gave a soft, theatrical cough. Before skating resumes, there's one more treat, he announced, producing a box of ginger biscuits and a set of miniature snowman hats. A proper skating day needs a snowman, or perhaps a snow family? The 4 of them set about their next task with glee. Soon, the edge of the pond sported a row of snow pigs, each with mismatched hats and carrot noses. As the afternoon waned, other skaters from the village began to arrive, drawn by the laughter. Friends old and new laced up their skates, bringing pastries and thermoses of spiced punch. By accident or perfect serendipity, Daddy Pig's private surprise became a village-wide celebration. Peppa, watching from the edge, felt a gentle nostalgia. The years had flown by, but here, circling the old pond beneath the falling snow, everyone was simply together. Twilight crept across Windy Hill, setting the icy pond aglow. Lanterns sparkled along the banks as laughter echoed against the trees. As the last cocoa was sipped, Daddy Pig called everyone for a final group photo. Peppa and George squeezed in beside their parents, arms around each other, all meeting the camera with wide smiles. Later, as they meandered home, Peppa turned to Daddy Pig. That was the best icy surprise anyone could wish for. Dad, thank you for remembering the old ways and making them new all over again. Daddy Pig's answer was a quiet squeeze of her hand. Winter is for memories, Peppa, and for making new ones. Inside, coats steamed by the radiator, and the scent of ginger biscuits filled the warm air. The family gathered close, content, watching snow fall quietly outside, a perfect ending to their winter's day, and the promise of many more chilly surprises to come. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this story brought a little warmth to your day. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like and hit that subscribe button for more heartwarming tales. See you next time.